Hello everyone, this is Tony. Just wanted to do an update. Today is June 24th and I wanted to do a quick update on my vegetable garden here. Today we can already make some conclusions on how everything is growing. I wanted to share with you what I have growing at this time of the year. Some things growing very well and some things are not. It's just the way it is gardening. These are my shallots, growing really good. Split it a lot, and it looks like I'm gonna have a good harvest of them. Next door I have my hardneck garlic. I already took off, snapped the middle part of it, the seed stalk. Lettuce growing really nice between garlic. Everything is good here. Here's onions. I've been harvesting a lot of these onions, red baron onions, and some of them are going to seed, but it's okay. I already harvested one row of them for omelets. Just eating green onions, really good, tastes really good. Not sure if I'm gonna have any bulbs or not, but it's alright. If I eat all of them before they set bulbs, that's fine. In the next row I have my tomatoes, and they are going wild. Couple of days ago I've been trimming them, taking off a lot of green growth, and I still need to do a lot more. There's a lot of flowers, not that much of fruit set just yet. We have quite cold summer so far. It's June 24th and not that much of heat here in the Seattle area, Washington State. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with them. I'm sure I'll have some tomatoes later on, but for now there's some bushes that set fruit, but not that much. A lot of flowers and a lot of green growth that I need to take care of in the future as soon as possible. I also have here some sort of volunteer squash or pumpkin or something growing really nice, and there's some flowers over there, so I'm not sure where it is. I let it grow, it's okay. Right here I have some poppies. This is my first year trying to grow them, and they are about to flower. I wanted to see what's gonna happen with these. Tomatoes, lots of tomatoes. These are the ones that I already trimmed a little bit, took off some leaves. Okay, it's getting quite crowded in here with raspberries. Trying to spread. Next aisle, next row, I have a summer squash and supposedly zucchinis, but I don't see any zucchinis just yet. They are whining. I'm not sure. I think I planted a black beauty zucchini, and I don't know if they're supposed to whine like this that much. They just keep on spreading. The yellow one, the summer squash, they are not spreading that much. They are bushy, and there is some zucchinis already summer right here. Nice one, almost ready to be harvested. There's some more, I believe. So quite happy about those. Right here I have beans started climbing up. I just installed these poles, pretty tall, about 9-10 feet poles. I just took 2x4s, split them in half on a table saw, and stuck them in. Works out okay so far. They started climbing. Next to them I have seeded tiny row of radishes, some sort of radishes. Don't remember what kind it was. My eggplants are not growing at all. It's been cold for them. They are just staying there, kind of like stunted. They might go get better if it gets warmer, but so far it's just not going anywhere with them. So I don't know what's going to happen with them. Peppers, I put some stakes on ahead of time because last year they got really big and flopped over. This year they don't look same as last year. They are a bit on the poor side. They also love heat. We don't have it so far. It's kind of cold nights, it's 60s, but there is some fruit set. For example, these Jimmy Nardellos. I've seen some fruit somewhere. Yeah, there's tiny fruit set, Jimmy Nardellos. So that's nice. Then my cucumbers kind of picking up slowly. There's some blossoms, but they are having a hard time as well this year. Armenian cucumbers didn't make it this year, so I planted some other cucumbers, but other varieties are slowly starting to grow. Okay, right here my corn, actually popcorn, and I have planted beans, scarlet runner beans, right here in between these two corn plants. I want to see how it's going to go, if they're going to start whining on top of corn stalks. Just an experiment. The rest is okay without beans. And celery, Toyota celery is flowering. I've never seen before celery flowering, so I want to see how it's going to go, if I would be able to harvest some seeds. Just left one plant. Sunflowers, about 4 feet tall. These are really nice ones so far. This year I planted Memes gray sunflowers, supposedly really large heads. I want to see if I can get some nice sunflower seeds. We like them to munch on them. And my leeks are already flowering. One flower had popped and the other one is still intact, but it's getting there. I want to see if I can harvest seeds of those as well. Sunflowers, more sunflowers. And in this corner, Swiss chard, beaten up by bugs and slugs. All this brassica section, colors beaten up by bugs. It's very close to the woods. I have a lot of vegetation growing here, and I just can't keep up with slugs. Kale, rhubarb plant. I have one rhubarb. One plant died, and I had another one over here. But this one made and looks like it's okay. It's growing. Not that super prolific as I would have wanted, but kale is nice. Swiss chard, my cabbages, tiny heads starting to form, some of them over there. And I planted rosemary plant in the middle of here. Not sure if that's going to help with slugs and all sorts of bad bugs that eat my cabbages. And a little lavender plant in here, but they are too small. They might not be that strong enough to deter slugs and bugs. And then I have potatoes flowering. Potatoes, they don't mind this kind of weather. They really like it actually. Green, luscious, flowering. Some other varieties of potatoes. German butterball, some red variety, and I have purple variety on this end. Right here I had a little spot where potatoes didn't sprout for some reason, so I planted some beets seeded. Can't really see if they came up or not. It doesn't seem like it. So that's my little update. Here's a little pin. Oh, and I forgot about pumpkin section right here. These are supposedly pumpkin plants, but they don't really look like pumpkins. Kind of look like squash or zucchini. And one of them is actually flowering. I didn't just noticed that. Yeah. Looks like a nice flower over there, so hopefully, and there's another one over there on one of these plants, so hopefully they get pollinated and produce something. And winter squash, really poor looking. They get beaten by slugs as well. Not sure what's going to be out of those. We've been harvesting raspberries as well. A lot of raspberries. These are 2 rows of raspberries, one red and one yellow raspberries. And also wanted to show you quickly my English morella cherry, looking really cool. A lot of cherries coming up, will be ripened soon. right there on the top. It's a very small tree, but these just loaded branches are falling down. There's a lot more in the garden with trees and different shrubs that I have, but for the most part I wanted to show you my vegetable garden. That's what I really like to grow, different things in my vegetable section. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. May God bless.